Hi, I'm Rajula Yete.
I'm Sherry Liu.
I'm Timothy Laskowski.
And I'm Bradley Bowen.
And we are Team Mu. Our solution is ConnectCarolina, bridging digital divides to advance post-secondary education. As students from NCSSM, we have peers from all across the state, and we've noticed many of them struggle with internet access throughout the pandemic. I've personally seen firsthand how difficult classes or even the college admissions process can be, and can only imagine how much more difficult it would be without internet access.
When analyzing the data, we discovered two important issues: access and affordability. Currently, North Carolina will be addressing the accessibility of broadband access through the $1 billion plan. However, once the infrastructure is in place, there still may be affordability issues. Therefore, our team decided to specifically address affordability to encourage greater internet connectivity in North Carolina.
Affordable internet is crucial for accessing educational resources such as standardized testing, college applications, and other activities. And obtaining post-secondary education is now more important than ever for joining the workforce. To the right, you can see attainment rates by county across North Carolina, and the disparities in this show that post-secondary education is a priority for our state.
So when looking into the data, we saw that this post-secondary attainment is very closely related to the percent of people without internet access. In fact, this correlation is actually stronger than the relationship between post-secondary attainment and poverty. This graph shows just how strong of a relationship that is.
Our solution is ConnectCarolina, which consists of 3 steps. The first one is to provide $60 to households that qualify under the American Connectivity Program. This is a program from the federal government providing $30 to each qualifying household to pay for internet, but we believe that that is not enough. We think that the state of North Carolina should provide $60 to each qualifying household. The second part is to prioritize funding to certain counties based on an equity metric that we created and will be explaining later. And the third part is to improve data quality and monitoring for the situation.
In order to meet the state's goals and rank each county based on specific internet needs, we created a metric to account for 3 variables. First, we used the percent internet access, which was compared to the state's broadband goals, poverty rate in each county, and finally, the percent households with children, as they will be utilizing the service most for educational attainment.
Using this metric, we found counties to prioritize, which can be seen to the right, ordered by metric. Many are in rural areas with racial minorities. We wanted to assess the impacts of using our metric to allocate spending. We analyzed 4 plans: no change, splitting funding evenly by county, weighting funding by our equity metric, and only targeting disadvantaged counties to increase access enough to meet their attainment goals. We found that the access gap was significantly reduced for both plans involving our metric, with the greatest benefits found by targeting disadvantaged counties to meet their attainment goals. The specific dollar amount we used was $100 million, but this can be adjusted.
In fact, using this last plan, we were able to show that $100 million spent targeting disadvantaged counties was able to increase post-secondary attainment by 3.6 percentage points. This matters a lot to the North Carolina economy because a 1% increase in college graduates increases the GDP by $3.2 million. And furthermore, other impacts include advancing racial equity, communication, and telehealth services improvements.
The final part of our plan is continued monitoring. And this involves assessing the impact of the decreased ACP funding, which decreased from $50 to $30 per household, and also impacts from the COVID-19 pandemic.
Here are our sources.
Thank you, and we hope you join us in Connecting Carolina.